Have you ever felt like your mind is running 100 miles an hour, but you're not getting anywhere? Like you're searching for an answer that's just out of reach? There's an old story that might hold the key you've been looking for. In a quiet, remote mountain village, there lived a young man known far and wide for his brilliant mind. His wisdom was so profound that people would travel for days, even weeks, just to seek his guidance. They would come with their most complex problems, and he would offer solutions with incredible clarity. One sunny afternoon, a weary but determined traveler arrived at the village. He had heard the stories and journeyed across mountains and rivers to meet the wise master. Finding the young man meditating under a large banyan tree, the traveler bowed respectfully and said, "Wise master, I have traveled a great distance to ask you one single vital question. Please tell me, how can I use my mind to its absolute fullest potential?" The Zen master opened his eyes, a gentle, knowing smile gracing his lips. He didn't offer a lecture or a complex philosophical answer. Instead, he simply said, "Come, walk with me." Confused but intrigued, the traveler followed. They set off on a winding path that led them into a lush green forest. The air was fresh, filled with the scent of damp earth and pine. Birds chirped their cheerful melodies from high in the canopy, and a gentle breeze whispered through the leaves, making them dance. The traveler walked beside the master, his mind racing, anticipating the profound words of wisdom that were surely about to be spoken. But the master remained silent. They walked and walked. Minutes turned into what felt like an hour. The traveler's initial excitement began to fade, replaced by a growing sense of impatience. He had come all this way for an answer, not a silent stroll through the woods. He kept glancing at the master, waiting, but the master just walked on, his expression serene and completely present in the moment. Just as the traveler's frustration was about to boil over, they arrived at a clearing. Before them lay a small, quiet pond. Its surface was perfectly still, like a flawless mirror reflecting the clear blue sky, the surrounding trees, and the two figures standing at its edge. The master stopped, turned to the traveler, and pointed towards the water. "Tell me," he asked, "what do you see?" The traveler peered into the pond. The water was so clear he could see everything. "I see small, colorful fish swimming peacefully among the stones," he replied. "And I see my own reflection, looking back at me." The master nodded slowly, then reached down and picked up a small, smooth pebble. He handed it to the traveler. "Now," he instructed, "throw this into the water." The traveler did as he was told. The pebble hit the surface with a soft plink, and immediately ripples spread out in concentric circles, expanding across the entire pond. The once peaceful fish darted away in a flash, disappearing into the murky depths. The perfect reflection of the sky, the trees, and the traveler himself shattered into 1,000 distorted, shimmering pieces. "What do you see now?" the master asked, his voice calm and steady. The traveler stared at the disturbed water. "The water is agitated," he said, a note of disappointment in his voice. "The fish are gone, scared away, and my reflection has completely disappeared. I can't see anything clearly anymore." The master's gentle smile returned. He placed a hand on the traveler's shoulder and said softly, "My friend, your mind is exactly like this pond. When it is calm and still, you can see the truth with perfect clarity. You see the world as it is, and you see yourself as you are. But when your mind is filled with ripples, ripples of worry, of fear, of anger, of impatience, that clarity is lost. The truth becomes hidden, and your own reflection, your true self, vanishes." A profound silence filled the air, broken only by the distant song of a bird. The traveler stared at the pond as the ripples slowly began to fade and the water began to settle. In that moment, everything clicked. He finally understood. The secret to unlocking his mind's true power wasn't about adding more thoughts, more knowledge, or more effort. It was about subtraction. It was about finding stillness. He turned to the master and bowed deeply, his heart filled with gratitude. "Thank you, master," he whispered, his voice filled with emotion. "Today, for the first time in my life, I feel like I can truly see." The Zen master smiled warmly. "Good," he said. "Then you are finally ready to begin truly thinking." This story teaches us a timeless lesson. A calm mind is the fertile ground for true wisdom and clarity. The answers you seek aren't out there somewhere in the noise of the world. They are already within you, just waiting for the ripples to settle. So take a moment today, find your quiet pond, and let your mind become still. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey.